Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Allison Cruz, and after a long night of adventuring and leaving a house that we have no recollection of ever entering and clothes we were not wearing when we went in, I'm actually really happy to welcome you guys to The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, here to be blessed in such a beautiful overworld, one that is kind of reminiscent, in my opinion, to Elo Milo. If you guys were, privy to that game, probably one of my favorites growing up, which is a weird thing to say because I didn't realize that video series is like 9 years old. And no, I'm sorry. You might notice there is a bit of a discrepancy in the number of roops that I own, and that is mostly because off screen I went ahead and did just a little bit of grinding. I figured it would be better to be, financially more stable going into this early part of the game so that we can get some pretty neat stuff and not have to worry about, collecting some things later on, namely the Deluxe Shovel. And wow, that grew back really fast. But when you sit back and you play YouTube videos while you're just mindlessly doing something like cutting grass, it goes by really fast. So it allows us to grab the Deluxe Shovel. Thank you so much, 2011 era NCS, for getting me through the grind. 200 roops. Let's go for it. Come again. Bet yo cherry ass, I will be coming again, but we got shovel. Now we can experience the joy of digging. And although we don't really need this yet, there are some secret seashells that we can collect right now, and we'll probably end up doing a little bit of that later, but I just want to make sure we have that so we don't have to worry about it right now, and so later on we'll be able to buy that piece of heart should we so need it, in case our life counter gets low. Now, another reason why I kind of wanted a lot of hearts is for the potential of obscene amounts of failure here in the trendy game. And it would behoove us to do this right now, just before we head off to the first sort of temple. Well, I guess dungeon, but many different items to collect, and we've got ourselves Grandma Gamester. How's it going? Trendy game, 1 play, 10 roops. Damn right, I'll do it. The buttons move the crane, the rest is just timing. Go over to the buttons and play. So once you sort of commit to a single direction, you'll only be able to go there once. You can't really inch forward or anything, so we have to time it just right and just right. That might not have been great, but we do need the Yoshi Doll to progress through the game, and luckily they made this a lot easier in this version, although if you have been following Twitter, you can see a lot of nonsense happening with this game, and it's actually really incredible how bad the physics in this game get. Ori is trying to climb up my headphone wire. That's not good. All right, so we're gonna do it again, and of course I do want to go for the piece of heart, so let's that might not be great, but oh, that's a bad one. That's a bad one, but we might get lucky. It will probably end up slipping through. You can see how it's kind of gyrating, and look how janky this claw is. Somehow we managed to get that. Not entirely sure why. Maybe Ori is blessing us with his luck. Now, I've been really back and forth on this purple rupee because this thing has the potential to either stay in and will not leave, or it'll fall out immediately and not make any sense. That seems relatively good in my opinion. But if we can get it on its side while it's inside, not like that, we might be safe. There it is. All right, thank you. Ori is making biscuits beside me. They must be the magical ones that cause me not to suck at this game. Now, there is a regular-ass Ellison branded Hylian shield up there. We don't need to get it. It's not worth our time, and there's also magic powder. Don't worry about it. They put the hardest things to grab be the most useless things. Just give me a holler whenever the mood strikes you to play. We'll do Grandma Gamester. So, let's grab it. You got a Yoshi Doll! You can't count how many games you've seen him in now. Really? Because when the original was released in '93, I think he was probably only in like 2 or 3, right? Plus we also have a purple rupee. Your wallet is bursting. Damn straight it is, but not like it was 5 minutes ago. And of course, last but not least, the easiest piece of heart to get. So we leave here with an additional heart container and more money than when we entered. So that is actually a lot better than I could have anticipated. Suni says, "Whoa, you won the Yoshi Doll. We've been trying to do that forever. We're actually single-handedly keeping this man in business. Our mom is really desperate to have one." Oh, so your mom is it, not your little brother? Because I could have sworn she's the one who told me, hey, get this for my baby, and I will forever repay you with sugar mama debts and experiences. So we're gonna go ahead and give it to her just so that we can have it. And because we have the shovel, I'm not gonna go too far out of my way to collect things that we can right now, because there's stuff we can grab in the mysterious forest and also down on the beach, but we don't need to go so far out of our way that it's just a waste of time. How's it going, Mamasha? Oh, will you give that Yoshi doll to me, my baby? Yeah, of course. Also, that Yoshi doll was adorable. Do you guys remember the little beanie plushes? I think my Bowser one was like a beanie more than a plush, but I had like a collection of like Wario and Mario, Yoshi, Peach, and Bowser. But I also had a black Yoshi, and that was super awesome. I'm glad my mom kind of got me into those young. It's kind of just reinforced my nerdity and made me into the person I am today. So for that, I am eternally grateful. But now that we have the ribbon and we have the shovel, I say we go and take a quick visit to a villager we have not yet spoken to. And it would be the crazed owner of one Bow Wow the Chain Chomp. And her name just so happens to be Madam Meow Meow. All right, is this my wife? Oh, I wish I'd receive a visitor carrying a ribbon on their person. I would direct them to the doghouse on my premises. Wow, all right. My chic baby Chow Chow has been pining for a new accessory. Well, it's a good thing we happened to come here at just the right moment with just the perfect accessory. What about this one? This one's Chow Chow. Yip, yip. Oh. Or he just like plopped himself right next to my leg, just how he just full body slams when he's about ready to fall asleep. He's just like, I'm done making biscuits. It's time for bed. But yeah, to continue the one trading sequence of the game that is necessary. Makeup, jewels, dresses, I want it all. Yeah, we have the most fabulous chain chomp in the house. But first, we gotta give him his starting bearings. And he'll trade it for dog food. He will literally starve himself to look beautiful. So you know what, Chow Chow? Absolutely. You look absolutely adorable. And with that, we exchange it for some dog food, which some might argue is, you know, canned food. It's full of juicy beef. But before we leave, because we have the shovel, which we're now able to utilize, you can find things in the ground, although it's not super useful, unless you're searching for secret seashells. But what do you do with it? And we only have 2 right now, so it's a little bit of a moot point because we can't really do anything with it, but we get ourselves a nice reward at 5, another one at 15, and then we'll get into more of that later, but if we should so desire to play the trendy game one more time, it would behoove us to grab some of this stuff. Now, I'm gonna go and grab these off screen. We have not an accessory, I forgot what those are called. Ugh. But we don't really need to grab that, and I'm not going to do it on screen because those are notoriously more difficult to pick up. Figurines, that's right, the Chow Chow figurines. And yeah, so I think we did pretty well for ourselves. Holy smokes, sir, please keep your distance. I'd appreciate it. And let's move on back down south and find the trail to the Tail Cave, because that is where we need to go next, and I'm real excited about that. Although, you know what? Let's head down to the eastern side of Torombo Shores, just so that we can do some nefarious business here at Sale's House of Bananas. As you guys remember, he's a freak. He's a collector of canned food. I don't know why that is, but that's fine. He would make a fine Twitter account of just opening old cans of food and seeing what's inside. Like, you guys have probably seen that 30-year-old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pasta SpaghettiOs being opened after 30. I mean, this guy's probably making bank off that account. What's that? It's canned food. For heaven's sake, man, give that to me. Wow, all right. I'm gonna lose it. You know what? I want to see him lose it. I don't suppose it would do any good to beg. Oh, poor bastard. Okay, well, I'm sure he has something for us, so we'll go ahead and oblige him. Because he's not going to take it without a trade. Although, what? He just eats the thing. He doesn't even have a display for them? Alright, man. Whatever you want. That was great. I know it's not a fair trade, but here are some bananas. Sweet. Can't wait to make some pancakes out of these. Good deal. Yeah, I guess it was an alright deal, but still wish we could have gotten something a little better out of it. Alright, how's it going, crabs? I'm just, ooh, gonna go and be weak over here. There we go. So you'll notice there's a very interesting looking cave there. We'll deal with that in a minute. And although this is not where we need to go, if we head down here, this one I remember very specifically, and it's since we were right next to Sails, we dug up a secret seashell by the secret seashore, by the secret romantic log where we can have secret sex. It's great, and it's my favorite thing to do, so let's get out of here. Quit throwing things at me, Sir Ukiki, and let's find that tail business. It's right above us, so we more or less took a bit of a southern path, but that's fine. We'll get back up. It was in our interest to go down there anyway, since, you know, we're not really going to be able to get that chest until after the second dungeon. So let's avoid these Octoroks. They're amazing and great, and they'll shoot things at us. Those are never fun. Hey, how's it going, sirs? I don't suppose you would like to get sliced up? Not today. You want to be part of the calamari menu? And yeah, let's just keep on going. So, there was something I wanted to talk about on the way here, but I completely forgot. Nah, I'm not gonna grab that. Damn garden acorns. I'll probably think of it randomly at the end of the video. So we'll see. We've opened the way to the first dungeon. The tail, is it literally just the tail cave? Okay, I kind of figured as much, but welcome. We're back to this overhead view where things are nice. We have hard hat beetles here doing some business. Can't really hurt them, although you can knock them off into pits and they're done. They really didn't have any reason to live. So, our first item happens to be a small key, which can open locked doors. If you've played any Zelda games, you absolutely know the drill. Oh, and now we got Zols. And we also have Angry Fire. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're gonna be hurting us. Okay, my B button is not working. Come on, come on. There we go. Okay. Chest number 1 is the compass. And now you can see where the chest and Nightmare are hidden. No, not Dungeon Boss or Big Bad Boss Nova, but this compass is actually useful in the sense that not only does it tell you where chests are on your non-existential map, but it also beeps if there is a small key in the room you're in, or nearby, I guess. So it's very easy to pinpoint where those might be, and there are a ton of keys in this game, as well as keys, so that is a nice little sound. We also have this man, whose career I'm just gonna end right now. There it is. You see that gravity? Man, John Mayer was really onto something. We went ahead and made another lovely chest appear, so I'm gonna take that. And it is yet another key. Lovely. We have 2 of them already, so they definitely kind of take care of you here. Let's head left first, actually. Just want to double check and make sure we collect some things. This room is actually not... Ooh, that is... Just my alarm. I actually woke up a lot earlier than I needed to today, and I forgot to turn off. Ori freaked out. And I think I told this story before, but it's funny because Ori will hear my alarm go off before I get out of the bedroom, and he'll wait there at the door for me until I wake up just after hearing my alarm. And it's funny because that's the only thing he has like a visceral reaction to. Like just now he hopped up and off the couch to get to get me from the bedroom, but now he's just, oh, you idiot. Oh, this Joy-Con is the worst. All right, our first hit, finally. Okay. So, little baby Moldorms are the worst. Although for killing them, you get something really nice. So that is good. Yet another one of these. I'll take it. It's 20 rupees. Joy! Yes, it is a joy. And I'm gonna grab you. And this happens to be another small key, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so I want to double check something. I thought in the original, using magic powder on the sparks caused them to turn into fairies, but I don't think that's the case in this. Maybe it never was. Maybe it was just one of those weird things that people kind of thought was a thing, but it probably wasn't. Okay, so we still don't have the map, but we could head down and grab something here. So let's do that before we walk off. Oh, I can't even come in from this side. That's right, because it has the body-filled keyhole shape that we need to do that with. All right, you're gonna take me here, and we can't do anything. There we go. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm being chased. Whew. All right, avoid the sparks because there's nothing we can do about it.